Hi, YouTube. Hi, my name is Joshua Dufferina. I need you guys' help. I need time travel to be invented. I'm not having a good time here. Which I cannot tell you where at this new house I live in now because it's personal information. And I'm not going to tell you where at the old house I want to go back to because it's personal information. You know, I filmed that third house where I used to live in. No, not over here, but you know the old house I filmed at? Which I can't tell you where at the new house I live and the old house I live at now, because it's personal information, and I don't want to get in trouble for this. Listen, I don't feel right about staying away from Emily Kaysen and Molly Werford and Albert Roberts and all that. I don't feel right about this. Okay? All I know is I love my precious Meemaw and all that. All I know is I really miss... You know what? I miss the days where I was a 3rd through 5th grade student in August 2008 through 2011 in May. And if I were to go back in time, I would have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie as my 3rd through 5th grade teacher in August 2008 through 2011 in May. If I were to do that, I will. And then I go back to Wednesday, June 4th, 2008, so I can be the first 10-year-old kid ever to use a phone I'm using now to get pictures of road signs and all that junk. So that I can have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie as my 3rd through 5th grade teacher in August 2008 through 2011 in May. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I really want to go back to 2011 of August through May 2014 being a 6th through 8th grade student so that I can graduate Bailey Middle in 2014 of May so that I can go back to August 2014 through May 2018 and be a 9th through 12th grade student so that I can graduate high school in 2018 of May and whatnot. So that I would go back to Monday, June 4th, 2018, turning 20 years old. So that I can go back to August 2018, so that through May 2020, so that I can go back on Miss Ann's bus and Miss Michelle's bus, go on a long leave for 2-year program, so really I'm fine with that. Really, I'm good with that. But let me tell you something. Excuse me, but let me tell you something about 2013 of August, okay? I would go back to, being an 8th grade student in 2013 of August so that I can meet my new friends named Molly Werford and Patricia Adams. They will be 6th graders while I'm an 8th grader with Casey Hurlston and the 8th grade friends that would graduate with me in 2014 of August at Jim C. Bailey Middle School. So that I can be a car rider in August 2008 through 2014 in May. Have me go to Mom's room in the morning and afternoon in her room 603 at Blue Angels Elementary School so that I can stay in room 518 for the rest of the day at Blue Angels Elementary School every Monday through Friday so that I can get out of 518 room and go to 603 at 1:45 p.m. and whatnot. So that I can keep an eye on my mother's room while she brings the students to a bus. Since I'm going to be a car rider every day in August 2008 through 2014 of May. So that I can have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie as my teacher that would befriend me and never get mad at me for sitting up front seat with Mom and whatnot. and that they will never ever put me in timeout no matter what I do, so that I can have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie call me buddy and Mr. Joshua and all that. They can still call me Joshua, okay? And I have nicknames like my nickname is Mr. Joshua, and my nickname is Buddy and all that. Or should I say my nickname would be Joshua Dufferina Old Body. Yeah. Yeah, I liked Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie at Charity Chapel when I was in church with Mom every Sunday at Charity Chapel, which was back in either early 2009 or late 2008 on a Sunday. Whatever. All I do is I'm having a terrible lifestyle. I just can't deal with this at all. I just can't afford it. I like Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie. I want to see them again. Yeah, I am angry and sad that I had women teachers that were mine in Boys Elementary School. I just wanted men teachers that would never ever put me in timeout and all that junk. If I knew that's the last time I ever see Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie at Charity Chapel, I would have said goodbye to them. I miss Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie. They were my Charity Chapel teachers, and they were supposed to be my 3rd through 5th grade teacher in August 2008 through 2011. I miss Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie. I just wanted them teachers of mine that will never ever put students in timeout and all that. I just wish time travel was possible, so that I would go back to August 2008 through May 2011, being a 3rd through 5th grade student, so that I can go Mom's room 603 in the morning until the bell rings to go to class, go into room 518 for the rest of the day in class, so that I can eat in the classroom, have Mr. Matt and Mr. Lonnie bring us to the lunchroom, getting our lunch, bringing our lunch to the classroom and whatnot. I just miss 2000 through 2007 road signs, okay? And I wish I'd go back to 2016, wishing for Walmart to be remodeled in 2017 of April. Or no. I mean July 2017 for Walmart to be remodeled on Boeing Parkway, painting it light blue, black, white, and gray. Paint white in the inside and put the word grocery and outdoor living and auto center on the building and whatnot, so that I could stay with Mr. Knowles, Mr. Caroline, and Mr. Harris in room 305 for the rest of the day at Escambia High School in 9th through 12th grade, 2014 of August through 2018 of May. Okay, so that I can wait in the bus ramp with Mom. Have me go in Miss Becky's bus 5014, so that I can go back to Boy Angels Elementary School in the afternoon, having Mom wait at the bus ramp to get me off the bus and etc. and whatnot. You guys need to invent time travel as well, okay? So that I can go back in Miss Ann's bus and Miss Michelle's bus, being a bus rider to Longleaf you guys need to help me go back to August 2018 through May 2020. So that I can go back at Miss Ann's and Miss Michelle's bus, hanging out with Robert Stewart, William Mallion, and Albert Roberts, Casey Earlston, Tatiana Clark, which I call her Tati and whatnot. Yeah, so that I could meet Tatiana Clark, which her name is Tati, in 9th through 12th grade at Escambia High School, and have her graduate with me in 2018 of August and whatnot. You know how I'm going to meet Casey Earlston and everyone else in 6th through 12th grade in 2011 of August through May 2020 for me to graduate Longleaf in May 2020 at Longleaf, so that COVID-19 would not come until the year 95. This is getting way out of hand. I mean, I miss the days. This is getting way out of hand. Okay. So that I can do field trip days at Borges Elementary School in March 2009 through May 2010, and my contract in May 2010, so that I can do field trip days to Escambia Westgate in May 2010. Make my field trip days a final straw until October 2011 through December 2013 at Dempsey Bailey Middle School, so that I will not do any field trip days in 2014 of January through May 2018, so that I can go back to doing Tate High School in April and December 2012 and 2013, making 2013 being the final straw for me to do field trip days at Dempsey Bailey Middle School, so that I can go back to Longleaf in August 2018 through May 2020, so that I can go back to August 2018 and change my mind to do field trip days in December 2018 through March 2020. Have me go Cordova Mall, Marcus Point, and Tate High and whatnot. Okay. I'm feeling terrible and all that junk. I'm just feeling sad right now. So that I can go back to June 2008, Wednesday the 4th, turning 10 years old, so that I can create a Twitter and Flickr account with having me post road signs on there, so that I can be the first 10-year-old kid ever to create a YouTube account and my first YouTube channel ever that would have my profile of me on there. So that I can move to that old house in June 2008, have me live at that third house until June 2011 for me to... No, not 11. Take that back. Not June 2011. Sorry. I meant to say was, I want to live at the old house. The third house I filmed at a few weeks ago. I just can't tell you the name or the address. It's personal information. This new house I'm living at now, I'm not going to tell you where because it's personal information. Listen, this is a house I will not be living in June 2008 through 2021 of June. I just want to live at the old house, live at the third old house I lived on in the last decade, okay? Not at this house, okay, but the old house, where I filmed at, okay? All I need is my family moving to that old house in June 2008 through December 2022. Have me live at that old house and, until for me to move out in 2021 of June. So I'll be moving away from that old house in 2021 of June and having me move out at the time. Okay. Have my family stay at the old house until 2022 of December from June 2008 and whatnot. Just let me know what you guys think. I want time travel to be invented, but it could take you back to June 2008, okay? That's all I have, guys. Take care.